Hello everyone and welcome back to Serendipity in Quarantine. This video is continuation of video Constitution Why and How. So in this video we will be seeing how the Constitution was made. So we know that Constitution was made by a Constituent Assembly whose first meeting was held on 9 December 1946 and again it reassembled as Constituent Assembly for Divided India on 14th August 1947. So its members were chosen by indirect elections by the members of provincial legislative assemblies. So these assembly elections were held by law established under Government of India Act 1935. So, and it was roughly based on the lines by the plan proposed by the Committee of British Cabinet known as Cabinet Mission. So the plan was like all the seats were allotted as proportional to their their respective population to each province or princely state or group of states. Then seats of each province will distributed among three main communities like Muslims, Sikhs and general community. Then member of each community will be elect their own representative by the method of proportional representation with single transferable vote. So this ensured that the composition of the Constitution Assembly was the wholesome. So we'll see what was the composition. So there was after partition division in this Constituent Assembly as the members from Pakistan ceased to be member of it. Then only 299 people were remaining. So Constitution was adopted on 26 November 1949. 284 members were actually present on 24th January 1950 and they signed on this constitution and made it finally passed. So the constitution came into force on 26 January 1950. So the main aim was Constituent Assembly was to provide citizenship to all its members and not to have based it on any kind of religious identity. So this made us a secular country after the partition. So though the Constituent Assembly members were not directly elected by the universal adult suffrage, but still it was a serious attempt to make this assembly as a representative body. And as we see that members of the all religions were represented under the scheme as we saw above. For example, there were 28 members of scheduled caste. So this ensured that all people from all classes were represented. And the Congress party was the prominent and dominant party in this assembly, but Congress itself was such a diverse party that it managed to accommodate almost all shades of opinion within. So what were the principle of deliberation? So the Constituent Assembly aimed to have diverse section of society participate in it, and it was equally important that they participate not only as a representative of their own identity or a community, but they should think about the whole nation. So they should think about interest of whole nation. So this was the main aim of Constituent Assembly, and almost all issues were thoroughly discussed and debated and then only they were passed. There was only one issue which was not that much discussed and was passed by everyone. That was the addition of universal adult suffrage. That means all citizens reaching certain age would be entitled to be voter of the respective irrespective of their religion, caste, education, gender or income. So these included everyone. So this is the basic principle of democracy. There were voluminous debates held in Constituent Assembly where each clause of Constitution was subjected to scrutiny, and the debate is tribute to the public reason at its best. So these were the composition. Then what was the procedure? So the president of Constituent Assembly was Mr. Rajendra Prasad and the chairman of the drafting committee was Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. So what was the procedure? There were major 8 committees of different subjects. Usually Jawaharlal Nehru, Rajendra Prasad, Sardar Patel or B.R. Ambedkar chaired these committees. So each committee drafted particular provision of the constitution which were then subjected to debate by the entire assembly. and each and everyone's views were taken into account, and then the usually consensus was made to pass the bill. So the assembly met for total 166 days spread over 2 years and 11 months, and these sessions were open to press and all public. So this ensured the transparency in the procedure. There was also inheritance of national movements. So the principles that were forged into constitution were from the long struggle of freedom. So though they debated, but the major values of the constituent assembly members was similar, as these values were formed during the independence struggle, and it was majorly mentioned in the objective resolution which was passed moved by Nehru in 1946. So the objective resolution inspired the our preamble of the constitution. So it usually encapsulated aspiration and values behind the constitution. For example, values like equality, liberty, democracy, sovereignty, and a cosmopolitan identity. So how the constitution had institutional arrangement. So three factor ensuring effectiveness of constitution was balanced arrangement of the institution of the government. So our constitution adopted parliamentary form and federal arrangement of the government, which distributed government powers between legislature, executive, and on the other hand between states and central government. So these created balance of power in the society. There were also some borrowings from the other constitution of countries, but these borrowing of ideas was not just slavish imitation, but in fact each and provision of the constitution had to be defended on the ground that it was suited for the Indian problems and aspirations. So we will see what were the different values we took from different constitutions. For example, in case of British constitution, we took first past the post, then parliamentary form of the government, then idea of rule of law, institution of speaker and his rules, and law making procedure. From Irish constitution, we took directive principle of state policies. From French constitution, we took principles of liberty, equality, and fraternity. From Canadian constitution, quasi-federal form of government or the federal system which we follow, and the idea of residual powers. Then from United States of Constitution, fundamental rights, power of judicial review, and independence of the judiciary. So these were the provision adopted from the constitution of the different countries. So this was the end of how the constitution was made. So if you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.